Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Magneto from X-Men Black Part 1, Issue 1, whatever you're going to call it. I think they're all one-shots in some way or another, aren't they? That'd actually be pretty bad if they were all one-shots, because they shouldn't all be one-shots. Anyway, whatever the frick they are, here we go. X-Men Black, Issue number 1, Magneto. Let's get right into who made this book, because it's actually kind of important. Chris Claremont has returned, brother. He's back writing. Well, just for this issue, but welcome back, dude. May there be many, many more. Dalibor Talajic did the pencils. Roberto Paggi and Belardino Brabo did the inks. Dano Sanchez Almara did the colors. VC's Joe Caramonga on letters. Cover artist J. Scott Campbell and Sabine Rich, and the variant cover artists Salvador LaRocca and Guru FX. There's also another part in here, Apocalypse Degeneration Part 1. Zach Thompson and Lonnie Nadler are on writing. Geraldo Borges on art. Rachel Rosenberg on colors, and VC's Corey Petit on letters. Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created the X-Men. So let's just get right to the Apocalypse part really quick. This is going to be part 1 in a bunch, so it looks like this Apocalypse story is going to... If you guys remember, I actually mentioned that it's really sad that we got all of these different... We got Mojo coming up, Mystique, Juggernaut, and we got the White Queen, Emma Frost. But we didn't have anything with Apocalypse. I specifically said, why isn't there something with Apocalypse? Well, as it turns out, looks like Apocalypse is going to cross over each one of these stories, all right? So there's going to be a back-of-the-book thing where you got to get all the books in order to know the Apocalypse story. And it looks like Apocalypse is turning human. Yeah, you heard me say it. So that right there, you need to get this book. But hey, if you want to also read a little bit of Chris Claremont kicking some booty, this is a Magneto story, and it's Claremont writing a Magneto story. And god damn, if this isn't just beautiful, man. If this isn't just like, you see Magneto, we don't ignore or abandon his past. Like, oh yeah, man, he was a good guy for a while, but now he's a bad guy, so he's just going to go back to being a bad guy. No, he's that bad guy-esque. But he's going to be fighting ONE, one, this strange acronym. I forget what it's called, don't care what it's called, but these are basically humans who want to kill the mutants, and that's that. That's that. They're actually imprisoning humans. This is, sorry guys, this is the, it's so funny. I know a lot of people are always like, oh, I hate seeing modern day politics in my comic books. You have never read comic books before if you really say things like that, if you say that you're an X-Men fan. And that's right, I don't care, oh, I've got this issue. No, no, no. You've never read the books. Maybe you've looked at the books, you've seen the pretty pictures, you read some of the words, but you never actually read them. You never actually understood what they meant. Here's Chris Claremont doing the exact same thing he's always done, but today, like today, where he's talking about, oh, internment camps for little kids being separated from their parents. Oh, they're not Mexicans. They're mutants instead, because that's the way we've always done things. But they're still called animals. You know, they're still acting like these mutants aren't really humans. Yes, I know there's the idea they're Homo superior and not Homo sapien, but dude, like, yeah, if you can't draw the parallels, I don't know where your head is in this game. But this is a gorgeous, gorgeous book. There are parts in here where Magneto was just, Eric is just talking to this girl whose parents have owned this restaurant for a while, the Gold Star. And man, I'm like, I didn't cry, but I teared up. I would have been okay with crying because it's actually really sad. You really brought out the emotion of Magneto in this story. You know, who Magneto is, what he's been through, why he does the things he does, why he thinks and acts the way he thinks and acts. Gorgeous book. And then later on, when I say that all that happened in the past 2 years, past year and a half, I should say, between when he was a so-called bad guy and to now, it's not been lost because he could have just killed all these humans, but he didn't. He chose not to. And they seem to be the serious aggressors in every way you can imagine. He spares the life of some of these humans, and most of them are like, oh no, this is bad. But one of them is like, oh no, I noticed a weakness in him, and I think we can exploit that. And I say that if we rebuild, we can kill him. Dude, the guy spared your life. And this is how you're going to repay him? Try and kill him? Because they just simply don't see mutants as humans. All right, and I mean that in the very esoteric meaning of the word. Wow. This was a really powerful book. The worst part of it is that apparently Claremont is not going to continue doing a Magneto story because that would make my ex-life complete. All right? This is beautiful, beautiful book. And I cannot recommend it enough. Again, you kind of got to get all the stories, all these books if you want to. Even the Mojo one. I'm not a huge fan of Mojo. But even though I got the figure somewhere around here. But he's, yeah, all of them, they're going to have the Apocalypse crossover. So, yay. And I am looking forward to that. Also, for the sake of conversation, sorry, bragging rights. One of my buds at Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles bought the Wolverine figure and gave me the baths. I gave him $10 for it because I'm not a jerk. But yes, so I actually have a complete Apocalypse at this point. So yay me. Yay me. Yeah, this genuinely, like, even my wife was looking at this like, okay, this is actually a really cool looking figure. I'm like, yeah, duh. So yeah, I'm just saying, I'm happy. I got a whole Apocalypse. And of course, we all use the same voice from the 90s Fox cartoon. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for me. That was already too much as it was, right? All right. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.